everyone, I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards, that's toy-wizards.com, and I'm here for a Super7 report. It is always so exciting when we can do one of these toy news wrap-ups because there's a lot to discuss here, so we want to make sure that nobody misses anything. Before we keep going, give this video a big like and subscribe to Toy Wizards on YouTube so you don't miss a single one of our updates. What is Super7 up to? Wow, it just seems like out of nowhere there's just an explosion of announcements coming from Super7, so we want to make sure that we give you all the details of them and that you don't miss a single bit of toy news. So let's jump into it. Kicking off strong with the King of the Monsters, Super7 has the Godzilla license. They have teamed up with Toho to bring fans Godzilla toys, and in Super7 fashion, they're kicking off with their 3.75-inch reaction figures. I'm very curious to see a Godzilla reaction figure because other than some of the robots and cartoon characters they've made, there really hasn't been any like big bulky monster reaction figures that I can think of. And what's interesting about reaction figures is sometimes you'll get that cut and dry kind of, arms down, like a lot of the music reaction figures or even the Transformers reaction figures, which I think are nice. I sincerely do. They're very much like, frozen in place, arms down, staring straight ahead, little action figures. Just tiny little vintage style, Kenner old school throwback action figures. But then you have reaction figures that are completely stylized toy. I'm thinking SpongeBob SquarePants, I'm thinking the new Nightmare Before Christmas reaction figures, I'm thinking the Peanuts reaction figures. They don't look like that cut and dry reaction figure with like the small, straight, slim body. They are wider. They look like the character models. They look like small toys. For example, the Peanuts ones really make me think of those Medicom Peanuts toys, the Snoopy and Friends from Japan, which are gorgeous, and I think that Super7's reaction figures in the Peanuts line just completely are on par with those. So what I'm curious to see with Godzilla, again, are we going to get something stylized and big and wide? My brain is having trouble seeing the aesthetic, so I'm very excited for that reveal. Of course, Super7 will not just stop with reaction figures, so Godzilla will also be in the 7-inch Ultimates collection. So what's interesting here is in the past couple years, we had Godzilla toys in the store from Bandai and NECA. Those were the two big contenders with Godzilla. But now we have Playmates, and then Super7's Godzilla is coming, so it'll really be a cool shift for Godzilla lovers, kaiju lovers. Next up in Super7 news is the arrival of Star Trek, the Next Generation reaction figures. Those are coming this spring. Isn't that the coolest thing about reaction figures? I feel that, of course, because with Super7's made-to-order model, pre-orders are open for this much time. Everybody puts in their order. Super7 will send the orders off to their factory, and then you get your toy a year or so later. But with the reaction figures, those are basically like it's announced and then it comes. It's very, very quick, and it's a much smaller window. Super7's also announced that a second wave of the Star Trek reaction figures will be available fall 2021. So super excited there. Can't wait to see them. Next up in Super7 news is the official announcement of the Super7 and Power Rangers collaboration. This one's kind of funny, and that's because the news of the pre-orders has been on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth for so long at this point, including not only the reaction figures, but the Super Cyborg Megazord as well. If you recall last year, Super7 even gave us permission to break the news that Super7 would be making a Power Morphicon exclusive. So again, this wasn't exactly big news, but I think it meant a lot to Super7 to make this announcement that they have the Power Rangers license, even though I think all of us fans who have our, ear to the ground, finger to the pulse, I think we already knew this one for quite a while. But that said, we didn't all know exactly with what kind of merchandise was coming. So it was really nice Super7 gave fans a list. Here's what we have coming in the more phenomenal Super7 and Power Rangers collaboration. And it's no surprise that they're starting off with Mighty Morphin. It's very safe, and I have a feeling, and this is uneducated, this is speculation, I have a feeling that Hasbro is much more loose, light-handed with that Mighty Morphin license. The line will kick off with a Super Cyborg Megazord action figure this spring capsule collection highlighting various categories such as apparel and accessories. The Super Cyborg Megazord will be followed by the first wave of Power Rangers 3.75 reaction figures, including Red Ranger, Green Ranger, Rita Repulsa, Pudgy Pig, Putty Patrol, and Megazord. I am pretty sure I've already pre-ordered that Megazord reaction figure, like without hesitation. I might go back for the green one. I don't even care that pictures haven't been posted. I am stoked. What was a surprise, and it shouldn't be, like in retrospect, it's like, oh yeah, duh, this is what Super7 does. There are going to be Power Ranger Ultimates. I had, again, an uneducated feeling that because Hasbro is so active with the Power Ranger Lightning collection, that why would they give the 7-inch action figure rights to another company? But here we are, and so this is really exciting. So what's going to be coming for the Ultimates line? We have Yellow Ranger, Green Ranger, Goldar, Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, and Putty Patroller. So that's a really interesting lineup. I will definitely be picking up the Green Ranger and the Goldar. Those are the two. I have the collections. Those are my two. I will definitely be picking those up, and I'm very curious. And I'll do a side-by-side of the Lightning collection and the Ultimates, the Super7 Ultimates, once I have all of those in hand. So that's going to be really exciting. Super7's Transformers Ultimates have been announced. Super7 has done, I want to say, up to 3 waves of the Transformers reaction figures at this point. There's a few waves of them out there. They've been around since, what was it? They started coming out in fall 2019. That's when the first Transformers reaction figures started coming out, and so now we're being treated to the Ultimates. The Ultimates line includes Optimus Prime, Ghost of Starscream, Bombshell, and Banzaitron. That Ghost of Starscream Ultimates is cool as hell. Glitter. That's all it takes for me. Like transparent, glow in the dark, and glitter. And I think it looks really, really nice. So at the $45 price point, I think it'll be really interesting to have our hands on those Transformers Ultimates and kind of see how they stack up side by side next to things like Transformers Red, or, you know, even the Masterpiece. In Super7 and ThunderCats news, first off, we had the announcement of the Thunder Tank, the big old vehicle that's on sale for $450. Now, pre-orders have officially opened on that Thunder Tank. You can go to toy-wizards.com, and we have multiple links where you can order your own if that's a toy you're interested in. And what's interesting too is, like, some have very cheap shipping, and some require a deposit, and some is paid in full on shipping, and some are, you can break it up into payment plans. So lots of different options if you want your Thunder Tank. It, of course, is in scale to your 7-inch ThunderCats Ultimates, and man, it looks nice. As Brian Flynn, the owner of Super7, said, doing vehicles is a passion project. There's really not a big market for it. So it's a passion, it's a project of love, and it's made for legitimate toy collectors from legitimate toy collectors. As with Snake Mountain, yes, again, it is expensive, but you have a pre-order window of this big, and if you don't get that order in, this thing is going to be a beast on the secondary market. So take advantage of ordering it while you can, because again, it's going to be a monster to find. It's really, honestly, like, I know this is going to sound schmaltzy, but it's really a mitzvah at this point for any company to be making playsets or vehicles of this scale. And we have a whole article, again, about this and why is it so expensive? What's going on with that price point over at toy-wizards.com. And, you know, Scott has this whole piece written that will kind of give some perspective if you're not sure why this toy would cost so much. Also, it's 2 feet long. That's a whole lot of situation happening there. That's a whole lot of tank, right? And last but not least, Silverhawks. In an interview on YouTube with Pixel Dan and Brian Flynn confirmed that Silverhawks Ultimates were coming. This is a very interesting confirmation to something that I've been sort of speculating with Super7 for quite a while. Without saying anything that would piss off their PR department, I just welcome you to go to the Super7 website, take a spin in their glassware and apparel section, see what properties and franchises they're making that stuff for, and kind of guess what might be coming for toys. Again, I know nothing, but if you take a peek, you can see that they've actually had Silverhawks for a while over at Super7. Again, glassware, apparel. So it's not a surprise that finally the toys are coming. The same thing happened with Transformers. Super7 had the rights to the glassware, puzzles, shirts, etc. They kind of make things in that vein before the toys arrive. We're just playing the guessing game, but if we go into their apparel, if we go to the apparel side of the tracks, let's see what else would hopefully be coming. All just wild fan guesses at this point. And of course, with the Silverhawks Ultimates, we will likely see the reaction figures coming first. So that's what we're excited to see from them. I just also want to see more announcements of things like the Nightmare Before Christmas Wave 2. I want to see Peanuts Wave 4. All of these great toys that Super7 already has access to and has been just knocking it out of the park with their creations. I just want to see more and more of that. I really, really do. Every time they announce something new with their turtles, the Disney announcement on the Ultimates last year, those were gorgeous. I cannot believe that Super7 got the rights to Disney, and I hope to see more unique characters and moments. I'm pretty sure that Prince John is going to do me in. He's just so cute. So I'm really proud of Super7. And over the last few days, just the amount of announcement that has come out of there has just been spiraling madness, and it has just been so amazing. What a time to be a toy collector, right? So that's all I got for this Super7 report. I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. Stick with our site daily for toy news, reviews, articles, listicles, snarticles, editorials, opinion pieces, and we'll catch you for the next one. Be good, be safe, have fun, keep collecting! Bye!